Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is a balls deep of my friend Pedro. Blood, bullets, and bananas. This is an awesome game that's been around for quite some time and has finally been released, where you play as a character who's being motivated by a banana to essentially do Max Payne inspired and Tony Hawk inspired crazy score-laden antics of flipping around in slow motion killing people with balletic gunplay that has got a little bit of Hotline Miami in it, a little bit of Trials in it. It's got kind of everything you can think of thrown in there, and it's really interesting and really creative, and I want to cover it. I don't know if I'll be doing a walkthrough or some kind of video project with this game. It could happen, but until I do, I want to tease people and show people the game, so that's what this is going to be. So I'm going to use level select. As you can see, I've done all of Old Town. I streamed all of Old Town on the hardest difficulty, bananas. I did District Null up to a certain point, and then there's Pedro's World, the sewer, the internet, and then the end. So there's still quite a lot left to the game. I want to give you an idea of what it's all about, so I'm going to jump into something like, for instance, we'll go level 3 of Old Town, and we'll go from there. Chances are it might be on the hardest difficulty, but it doesn't matter, because all I'm going to be doing is showing you an example of what the game is and how it plays. So, as you can see, I am the dude on the screen here. I have, at this moment in time, double pistols. They're infinite ammunition. You can reload, get those bad boys back in action. When I press down, I will crouch. I don't know if there's a benefit to crouching, other than when you move, you will roll on the ground like this, which can be used to get under certain objects. I don't know if it's evasively good because you can still get hit. But left and right are your controls, and then you use the mouse to move your aim around on the screen. Can you stop talking, Pedro, for the moment? When you press W or up on your controls, you will do a pirouette, which as you watch, the reticle will bloom, making your gunshots not as accurate, but while you do this, you're invincible. You can also do it in mid-air too. So, the whole point of this game is stringing together kills in a row creatively while trying not to take damage and getting through the levels and memorizing them and doing it in one big awesome multiplier chain. Of course, this is not going to be something you do on your first attempt because it takes a while to learn, but another move you can do, you can hold the gun to one side, put your gun to the other side, and you can then shoot two directions at the same time, which is pretty cool. And of course you can get extra weapons and there's extra abilities, and then if you press, I've made it a different button, but if you press a certain button you can slow down time, which is going to give you the advantage in a gunfight as well. But let's move forward and show some of the platforming, and if I can remember how to play this game, that is. Here we go. But it's just really well put together, it's got a great soundtrack, it's just really fun, and I can't recommend it enough. I've been having a really good time with it. Hang on. Does it get shot immediately by that guy? Right, there we go. My problem with this game, though, as you just witnessed then, is I have a tendency to hold forward when I play on mouse and keyboard because you do it all the time. And in this game, it actually hurts your character. So I need to get better at not doing that. It's a problem. It's definitely a problem. That wasn't very good. I didn't dodge the bullet correctly. Here we go. Can we get them both? There we go. It was sloppy, but I've not played this game in a couple days, so I can be sloppy. I'm all fingers and thumbs. But the idea is not for Chris to show you the best thing you can do in this game. It's to give you an idea of what the game is. You do have a melee attack, you can do a kick, you can do a low kick. At the bottom of the screen is my multiplier. You generally don't want to drop your multiplier, the whole game is based around it. But it can be really easy to do that, as you witnessed just then. Very easy to lose your score because the game's all about scoring, and understanding how the scoring works is kind of key to being successful. There we go. That was a little better. Oh my gosh, that was not so great. Come on, Pedro, you got this. Or man who is friends with Pedro. Oh, I dropped my combo. That was unfortunate. But learning this game is going to be an absolute pleasure. Because it's just so fun. My problem is that my setup when I'm recording like this, my microphone blocks a lot of the screen. And I'm not using that as an excuse. Every mistake is my own. But it definitely makes certain things a bit more difficult than they need to be. And additionally, guys, if you're watching this and thinking, oh my gosh, you're nearly dying. This is crazy. I don't know if this will be for me. This is the hardest difficulty. They react really quickly. They punish you really quickly too. So don't be worried that this is what the game is the whole time, because it couldn't be further from the truth. Oh, there we go. And if you watch, my favourite thing about this game is what you're about to see. It has fantastic checkpoints. Some of the best checkpoints I've come across in a while. It is on PC. It's available on the Switch, and unfortunately, at this moment in time, I think that's all there is, which is really unfortunate. But look how powerful the up dodge is in this game. It's kind of nuts, right? The problem is, though, it does affect your accuracy. So you have to be really careful with it, but it's kind of nuts how strong this dodging is. See what I mean? I'm not doing any skillful things there, guys. I'm just pressing up every time I think they're going to fire, and I'm just going to shoot them. And because the iframes are so generous, because it's so much fun, that it just keeps you alive. And it can be a lot more graceful and a lot more fantastical, but that comes with time. And then you get a nice little recap of, I'm imagining, one of your better moments, even though this doesn't really look like much, does it? It kind of looks like shit. And then there's the scoring system and all the information on how you do it. Did I mention this game is awesome and you should totally check it out if you can? I'm a big fan of this game. There we go. We can get a new weapon too, so that'll be interesting. Show you some Uzi gameplay. Not gonna change your mind too much if you're not already in the... Wow, he still hit me, what a beast. There are times when you wish that your gun would fire a little quicker. Like, headshots are pretty important, but there's times when it feels like you don't get them, even though you're aiming for them. And times where you feel like people should die a bit quicker than they do, but this is the hardest difficulty, and it might just be a case of that. Wow, that went horribly. This is another one of those problems when I'm going towards a part of the screen I can't see as well as I'd like. I'm going to have a tendency to miss. Got it that time, though. Like, look how many bullets Grandpa just took. What the fuck, man? You should not take that many bullets, Grandpa. I should not be reloading here. This is a terrible idea. Yeah, that was awful. Don't do that, guys. Terrible idea. I'm doing it again! Why don't I listen to myself? Go on, put me down, fellas. I went in that room with one fucking bullet, expecting things to go better than they did. They did not go well at all. And on this sequence, you should be using shooting two directions, basically. That's the way that I think they want you to do it. That was unfortunate. There we go. I'm interested in playing this without using the slow-mo. You know, getting good enough to be able to do that. But at the moment, I don't predict the shots well enough to be able to do it. I don't know why I got hit. And why I hit that other guy then. That was lucky. Is this box really in the way? That's unfortunate. Is there a better, faster way of doing that, I wonder? Oh, hang on. I'm on a box. I know you can melee them, but... I tried to duck the bullet. I don't know if it was effective. Does that work, ducking the bullets like that? It seemed like it kind of did, right? Oh my god, I pressed Q instead of shit. That was my bad. I was trying to do something good. It's hard to kind of talk about the game while you're playing this one because it's so mechanical. Like, at this point, everything you're doing is gameplay related, which is awesome if you like these kind of games. Can't hit that guy for some reason. Too strong. There we go. That was annoying. What? Dude, one-framed me. Can you die, please? Thank you. That was almost perfect, but unfortunately I suck. Work in progress right now. But you get the idea, I'm hoping anyway. That was unfortunate. I did not mean to fall that quickly. Can you die, please? Thank you. One thing I like about this game is if you hit them once, you seem to get this handy stun. And then from the stun, you can kind of exploit it into a kill. Like that. Which is handy. Can we do this? We can. Interesting. He crouched then. Like a beast. Get off the thing, dude. You're fucking up my mojo. Can't hit him now. That's unfortunate. Come on, come on, come on. Stop spinning, dickhead. Lol. There we go. Now I need to push this to the other side. The only problem with this is it's weird. It controls fucking weird. You have to push it the opposite direction when you stood on it, and I don't want to be stood on it, I want to push it. Look, my name is Pedro. Very unusual and awesome game. And there you go, level complete. We kept a bit of a multiplier for that, so it was a bit more of an idea of what you can do, but as you can see, terrible ranking because I just wasn't good enough. That was a 5-minute level. That was quite a long one. Usually the levels are a bit snappier than that. We'll play one more, and that will be your kind of teaser of this. If you want to see more of it, guys, I do have the first few hours of the game on my stream. I'll probably throw that over on YouTube for the people who haven't seen it. And once I play a bit more of it, I can decide whether or not I want to cover it. The problem with it is, because it's on such limited systems, the demand for it is going to be less, and unfortunately, as much as I hate talking like this, you have to kind of think of it as who's going to need it, who's going to want it, you know, is it going to get the attention that I want it to get, that it deserves? And if you're my YouTube channel, the answer to that is almost always no, as defeatist as that sounds, but it's true. So hopefully I want to cover it and bring you some exciting gameplay, which I'm really failing to do right now because I'm just getting bodied. But I haven't played this game too much, and I will get much better if I decide to. It's just the nature of the beast. It just is so cool. The whole game is just cool as shit, dude. It makes you feel cool when you play it, and I love that. And it's one of those games that the better you get, the better it's going to play. And you can just tell. You know what I mean? It's just very fun game. I'm really, really happy with it. I lost my combo though, that's unfortunate. Where the hell am I? There's some weird perspective stuff. Oh, what? Fuck you. He can shoot you when you're not even on the right angle to him. So he can't see down there. There's no possible way, but he was shooting me when I was down there because the perspective is goofy. I don't know why it does that, personally. You die, sir. Nope, no you won't. Yeah, do you really think fucking Fat Tony there should have took 5 hits to the chest? I don't. I think the hardest difficulty could have done with a little bit better HP balancing, but you are incredibly iframe heavy in this game if you choose to be. I'd prefer not to be if I could, but you know. you grab the thing? No? Oh my, oh, it's perspective weird stuff again. Wow, he died really quickly then and fell down. Why don't they all do that? Headshots, man. Gotta get those headshots. Didn't even see that guy. Admittedly, I wasn't looking for him. I need this barrel now to push up against the doorway. Damn, the frame I came out of it hit me. The AI is very, very good at being perfect, which I'm not always the biggest fan of. But it's the hardest difficulty, that's how it should be, you know? They want to make it challenging. And there you go. Another terrible score from me. My pleasure. But you see what I mean? How the levels are short enough that you can learn to link the full thing. If you link that full level, you'll get a much better rank and you'll feel much better about it. The thing that I'm feeling about with this game, though, just from playing it, I feel like no damage is possible, but no damage and a good score is going to be really, really tough. So I feel like if you go for score, you're going to inevitably take hits because of the way you're going to have to play. I still think it will be possible to do so, but that being said, it's going to be one of those really slow-going ones, especially if later on the checkpoints get a bit more difficult, which inevitably they will. But that was My Name is Pedro. I think this game is great. I really, really like it. Please check it out if you're interested, because we're in a culture of video games now where we consistently get sold lies. We consistently get given games that aren't finished, that aren't really that interesting, that are sold as these wonderful ideas and premises, and then when you play them, they're all uninspired garbage. This is not uninspired garbage. This is a really, really fun passion project that just so happens to be one of the better games that came out this year, in my opinion, even though it's been around since like Newgrounds. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.